It's the Grappling Dads Podcast. Paul's here.
Back again. Back at it.
I'm here. I'm Kip.
Nobody cares.
No, neither do I.
Yes.
I've moved on from it. And we're back. I'm really looking forward to this episode because, Paul's here. And it's his birthday.
It's my birthday today. Everybody wish me happy birthday on Instagram.
He's 15.
12. I haven't made it past 12.
We went maturity level. Sorry, I got confused.
Yeah, in my head it's 12. My body's like 89, 90.
That's giving you something.
Oh, yeah.
You should technically be on a Rascal.
Yeah. Oh. I forgot about those. Those are awesome.
Ooh, Grappling Dads Rascal.
Dude, yeah, I would wrap it.
Hell yeah. We're going to do it. We're making my car into Grappling Dads.
True. Yeah, you got a brand new, brand old car.
Brand old car?
Yeah.
I love my little car.
Got yourself a little Mini Cooper.
Fuck it. It's a S. It's not the bitch version.
I mean, it's still a Mini, but I'm not gonna lie, it's cool.
Thank you.
I drive
Shut
it.
The fuck up. It's awesome.
It's not the most manly of cars, but it's still fun. So.
Did you see my other car? My other car's barely bigger than that.
That's true. Yeah, you have a Buick. What is it?
Basically
the rascal of Buicks.
It is. Yeah. What the hell do I drive? Encore. Buick Encore.
Yeah, it's the tiniest.
It's a little kid's car.
Yeah, basically it's a micro machine.
It is. It's pretty great. You can pull it back. It'll go back and forward pretty quick.
All right. What do you want to talk about today? Like, we got a couple ideas.
We do. We got injuries I want to talk about.
So I want to delve more into injuries because
I really do. It seems to come up a lot.
Well, it's a common theme amongst the grappling dad and mom crowd.
And it's come up a bunch of times.
A bunch. Yeah, a lot of people want to know how to.
Yeah.
Do I training through them? I think that's
when do I stop?
Yeah. Should I train through injuries or should I just take a break? Both.
Or there's a happy medium in there.
There is a happy medium, and we're going to get to the happy medium. And there's common injuries that you get. There's many.
Oh my
common
gosh,
ones.
yeah.
And they're different. And you have to know what you have in order to heal it the correct way, or understand how long it's going to be until you're back at it again.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of want to intertwine that it's not always just injuries. It's common soreness.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean. It's like this is what to expect in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, your neck is just always going to hurt.
Yeah, it's just it's the way it is.
Yeah.
Your shoulders are going to feel like shit.
That's why
all the time.
If you buy a new car, it's got to have the lane check assist, so it tells you if there's a car there. Yeah, because
you're not going to be able to look behind it.
No more head checks.
I use my children. I'm like,
you're right. Is there a car over there?
Eddie, is there a car over there? No? Good. Let's go.
That's so accurate. I haven't been able to do a full head check to my left side in years.
No.
It's great.
Well, that's the only problem with the new car is it doesn't have a backup camera like my other one does, so I actually have to turn.
Well, yeah, it's built in 2003. That I don't think they existed.
They did not.
Nice.
It has a CD player. That's it.
My grappling fan has all that shit. It has lane keep assist, so I can just let go of the wheel and it drives itself. Which is kind of nice.
It's a minivan, but it's still a freaking bitchin'
active cruise control, so I don't have to brake if somebody's slowing down in front of me. It just does it by itself. I got the little flashy thing, so if there's a car in my blind spot, I don't even have to look anymore. I'm going to be a lazy driver.
Yeah, it's pretty much just making people not pay attention.
Right.
It's just getting closer and closer to automated cars.
Yeah, ask yourself, when's the last time you looked at a map?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to injuries. We're so good at tangents.
That's awesome.
It's a skill.
But yeah, we're going to talk about injuries today, the different kinds, how to rehab them, how to train through them, if you should train through them, blah, blah, blah. But first, I want to do a Croiler's Corner.
No shit.
Because we have...
He got aggressive this week.
He got a little pissy.
He did.
I think he got a little bit pissy.
Little pissy.
And as soon as I opened up, I could tell, he's pissed.
Oh, dude, you can just tell by the length.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And there's exclamation points.
It's like 6 pages long. And you know how most people, like, they'll say something when you're irritated and put ... This motherfucker put like 100 dots.
112,
yeah,
I think
like he was so pissed. He just kept on, he like slammed on the keyboard.
He fell asleep on the dot.
He's like, the only reason I'm stopping with the fucking dots is because I have more shit to say.
Yeah, he was pretty...
I think it...
I think we hit a nerve.
I think we hit a nerve.
We hit a nerve.
And as a matter of fact, I got a text from Coach Chad, and he's like, you better pray to God that he doesn't cover wrist locks in the seminar coming up.
Yeah, that won't end well for you.
I'm like, do you mean finger locks?
Did I tell finger locks? Toe licking? Oh, I mean toe locks.
Oh, that could be a thing too, just pulling the toes.
Yeah, just pull the toes sideways. Fucking no one likes that.
Yeah, I mean, he talks about distal articulation. The fingers are distal, aren't they?
Fuck, in my world,
in
they
my
are.
world, yeah, whatever. Can I lock them?
Does he have a show to tell us no?
Exactly.
Nope.
Is he right here, right now, to beat our ass? And no, he's not.
Nope. And guess what? We'll still open our mouth when he is here. That's how bright we aren't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we feed him candy, so I mean,
he does love candy.
That's right. That's right. All right, so let's get at this email because it's gold and it's long and we got.
It's a really good Croiler Corner.
It is. Okay.
It's not an email. It's Croiler's Corner.
Croiler's air quotes. Pro tip: finger locks, and then he has all those dots that I was just referring to earlier. Also, Tai Chi. Fucking push hands. Equal amount of dots after that.
Yes, more dots.
This path that Kipperdoodles and Polly seem to be on must end. More dots. We must course correct. Please, all of you who are listening, send in emails to them with videos showing how, air quotes, effective and, air quotes, real these no-touch Tai Chi blasting martial arts are. More dots.
Hold on real quick.
Yes.
Hey, Croiler, why the fuck are you lumping me in with that jackass?
We are one.
No.
Oh, yes, we
Not
are.
when it comes to Tai Chi bitch hands.
Oh, you love that shit.
No, I do not.
You do. You talk shit like on here because you don't want to be
grouped
in with that. But you know
that is
the
totally
legitimacy.
inaccurate. It looks so stupid. It looks like you're trying to massage people back and forth.
That's part of the healing process, Kim.
Let me push my hand against your pectoral muscle.
It's kind of like, is it called Reiki? Where they just put their hands above you and hover and be like, I'm healing you right now through my thought process.
Yeah, it's about the same as Tai Chi push hands.
See? Legit as fuck.
Nope.
Moving on.
Opposites.
Moving on. I ask that you all email them at least once a month with these videos and your attempt to correct this path they are on.
Shit, that's going to be a lot of emails.
You're right. So that their journey can get back on track and we can finally continue to move together to our desired destination. More dots. Not all, here's a quote. Not all those who wander are lost. That was from Tolkien. That makes him seem smart.
I mean, he wrote The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
However, on the subject of Tai Chi push hands and finger locks, they are hopelessly lost. More dots. Help. Help is an interesting thing. Asking for help means we need assistance to achieve a goal. Is asking for assistance a bad thing? I personally don't think so. I think hitting a roadblock, trying to solve it alone, and not being capable enough of solving that roadblock makes it absolutely okay to ask for guidance or assistance.
Did he a segue?
I think that was a segue.
Fucking gorgeous.
That was not a gorgeous segue because there's nothing to segue off from. He just changed subject. He's like, moving on.
But he didn't, though.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. He called us lost and then was like, hey.
He's like, these guys suck. Send them emails to help them out. Also, ask for help. Maybe he's saying we should ask for help. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, Croiler. If you could just correct the path that I'm on with the Tai Chi awesome hands. Tai Chi, bitch hands. I'm sticking to it, man. I love Tai Chi.
Why?
Because it's great.
What? No.
It
looks so ridiculous. Why do you like it?
Because it's awesome.
What would it do?
It would help you flow better during your flow drills.
How about just being knowledgeable? So
that doesn't work.
It doesn't?
I know plenty of people that know a lot more about Tai Chi, jiu-jitsu than me. Can't flow roll.
Everyone knows more about jiu-jitsu than you.
Valid point.
That was just too easy.
Valid point.
Oh, wait, unless you count me, I know nothing.
Well, I think we've talked about this before, but being able, it's not just going 50%. Oh,
did you leave your phone on, you son of a bitch?
Oh, man, it's getting blown up too. Mike, Tap Tape is ruining the podcast.
Way to go, Mike, you asshole. It's Tuesday, prick.
God damn it, Mike. You know what we do on this day. Son of a bitch. So 50% isn't really flow rolling because what people want to do is they want to go, I'm going to match your level +1. And if you keep on doing the +1, it's not a flow roll anymore because you're going to keep on ramping up that +1 until it's your 100% and my 100%, and we hope that we can beat each other. Where flow rolling is
give and take.
Exactly. So it's more
Me and Ben
comprehensive.
have a fun time doing that.
Yeah, exactly. So he can flow roll.
Yes.
But a lot of people can't. So I think something like Tai Chi push hands would show you the cooperative way of what that's supposed to feel like without actually doing jiu-jitsu.
Okay. No.
You wouldn't know because you've never tried it.
Other than that misguided thought process, what else does it do?
That's about it.
Yeah, that seems pretty fucking worthless.
Yeah, it's not very martial in the arts of things. Nor do I believe that it actually heals any internal organs or whatnot.
That's bullshit. That 90-year-old is doing that Tai Chi. He's 90. He made it.
Yeah.
It's probably because he has no friends.
Yeah. Yeah, that could
nothing to deserve stress because he has no happiness.
Fair enough. All right, moving on. Where am I at here? Hopelessly lost. Help. Oh yeah. Ask for help. So yeah. Ask for help. I don't have anything to say about that. Oddly enough, like I want to mock it, but it actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
All right. So, what I mean is when you are practicing jiu-jitsu, the opponent's goal is always to create an attacking system in which you cannot solve and defuse before they are able to submit you. So, when we encounter these systems that we cannot counter, solve, and resolve on our own, we should very much ask for help. So that happens all the time. Yeah. So if you're just getting beat the fuck up because you don't have an answer for somebody's jiu-jitsu, anything. Yeah. So that's where the dialogue comes in. Is what did you do, and what did I do to screw it up? And you can ask that of anybody that's better than you. So you get done rolling with them, they just get done smashing you, and you can just say, hey, simply, what did I...
Yeah, like, how did we get there?
Exactly.
Like, how do we get to the other trashing of me?
And if you don't know what to ask, like, when they lock in the submission, just say, hold on, back up 3 steps.
I've been doing that forever. I'm like, how in the hell did you get that?
Yep, back up 3 steps and show me where it all started going wrong for me and what I should have done. Pretty simple question to ask every time you roll somebody that's better than you, I guess, more experienced.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to ask those questions, though.
True. Well, it's
makes
one of those,
it look like you don't know what you're doing. It's the ego thing.
Dude,
ego thing coming back in.
I have no ego, so... Well, I do, but not for that.
Neither do I.
But even if it's not ego, it's a time thing, right? So if you have 2 3-minute rolls or something like that, or 3 2-minute rolls, whatever the case may be, I don't have time to delve into what I did wrong in that last 30 seconds because it's a conversation. So it's one of those you got to pick your questions, pick your people, and then kind of do it after class. Like I guess that's the most appropriate time.
It would be.
Yeah, that way, because they can get other roles and they can get their practice in. Yeah, you can ask questions later. I think that's fair.
It's tough though because then you're out of the situation. Remember when you had your hand here and you moved here?
So this would be good. This would be good open mat fodder then.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, exactly. That's perfect time for it.
Yeah, or private lessons. So you're like, hey,
private
coach,
lessons are awesome.
I don't know what to ask for my private lessons a lot. So perhaps you can roll with your coach a handful of times and say, what is glaringly obvious and why do you keep on getting into this position?
Kip, why do you suck?
Kip, why do you suck? Exactly.
Why does that come up so often?
Moving on.
Are we? Because it doesn't look like you're prepared to move on, Paul.
Well, what I did is I pushed a button, I shouldn't have.
Oopsie-daisies.
Yeah.
Darn electronics.
Okay, yeah, as for guidance sources. Okay, what I mean is when you are practicing jiu-jitsu, the opponent's goal is, God damn it. All right. Asking for help is a way to quickly absorb experience and learn from others' mistakes. Therefore, asking for help is very beneficial as you can solve problems in minutes that otherwise would take you years to fix. To your point, if you have ego and you don't want to admit that you suck, you're gonna have a longer road to awesomeness. It's just plain and simple.
Yeah.
You need to ask so many questions.
Well, look at us on this podcast. How many times did we ask anybody we could find?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking everybody.
Well, I forget who they're talking about. I think it was on the Joe Rogan Experience. I think it was, how do you pronounce the name? Miocic, the heavyweight champion.
Miocic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he
Miocic.
I can't do it, sorry.
I don't know. I've heard it. I've heard it many different ways.
Good talk. Apologies, I don't know his name. But when he goes to any gym, dude, he is the heavyweight champion of the world, and he's asking everybody in the gym questions. How do you do that? What do you do for this? Everybody, everywhere he
can
goes.
learn from everything.
But he can flip that switch when he's in the fight. He's no longer the student. He's the best motherfucker in the world. So you got to...
Yeah, dude, he's fun as shit to watch because he's just... Everybody thinks he's going to keep getting beat. Everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't get any credit.
He's fucking beating everybody. Yeah. He made freaking Ngannou... Ngannou?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That sounded legit.
It sounds...
Again, apologies. We suck at this game.
Yeah, sorry. But, he's supposed to be this beast, and he is.
And he is.
But guess what? A person with a brain, like, not that he's not smart, because he is. He's actually well-spoken as all hell, but better than us.
Yeah, if you're a champion in your sport, you're at least smart at that. He can speak,
like, at least 2 languages, so I can't even do one. But he wasn't strategy. He had no strategy besides... I'm going to fucking knock your head off. Well, guess what? No, you're not. Steve A came in. Oh, dude, that was a great fight to watch. Great fight to watch. He outthought him.
Nice.
And then wore his ass out.
That's what you need to do.
I was hoping he would choke him at some point. He didn't.
Yeah, well, maybe next time.
Yes.
He gains the title.
Okay, moving on.
All right,
moving back.
4. For help to be truly efficient, however, the person passing on the solution or their knowledge must be capable of explaining why every aspect of that solution is important. If they cannot, they don't understand it well enough. I'm getting FaceTimed by my brother now. This is
Lord.
God damn. Let's see. If they cannot, they don't understand it well enough. Every grip, every small adjustment, every shift in weight, even the mental plan must be understood. Otherwise, you become... He's FaceTiming me again. This is unbelievable. Every small adjustment, every shift in weight, even the mental plan must be understood. Otherwise, you become a parrot that can repeat but not comprehend. Look to comprehend the solution and guidance given to you, and not only to be capable of performing it. True comprehension means you'll be able to take the concepts and strategies and principles of that work. Jeez, Coiler. Spell check, bro. Of that were given to you and apply them to future new problems. And here we go again with the FaceTime. 3 times in a row, Doug. That's my brother.
Come on, Doug.
He won't give up.
Come on, Doug.
He won't give up.
And you don't emergency call on FaceTime.
Exactly.
So he just wants to see your pretty face on your birthday.
Oh, yeah, it's my birthday. Mm-hmm. He probably wants to say happy birthday.
Yeah.
You're not getting the chance. The ship sailed, buddy. We're doing a podcast.
Earlier, dude, he's calling too late anyways. This is your bedtime.
I know.
What an idiot.
Okay, nonetheless, we must also not forget that before asking for help, we should try to solve it on our own a few times. The process of trying to figure out a solution will help.
Hold on. Do I ask for help or do I not? You're just confusing me.
He is. No, I'm confused.
Damn it. Just told me to ask questions. Now this fucker's telling me not to. He's so going to kill us. He's going to be here in like 2 weeks, too.
I know.
It's not going to go well.
We're going to pay for that. Okay. The process of trying to figure out a solution will help your brain get used to such tasks. This way, in the future, if somebody throws something at you that you haven't seen before...
Like a rock.
You'll be able to quickly figure out a solution. My point here is, 1, don't ask for help without giving it a few honest attempts at solving the problem. 2, when you ask for help, look to comprehend the reasons behind every minutia of the solution. 3...
I don't like that word.
Minutia?
Yeah, not a fan.
Well. Suck it.
Yeah, pretty much so.
After understanding and comprehending the thought process of the solution given, take the time to reflect on them and think how to apply them to other scenarios you may be struggling with. And 4, pay it forward. Help others grow as much as yourself wishes to grow. That makes sense.
What if I want better for others than myself?
Oh, so interesting. So, Caleb, I was helping him and Tim out. This kind of goes along with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he was going for leg locks on me.
Well, explain what type of people these are.
So they're newer white belts. So there's a brand spanking new,
and that's Tim.
That's Tim.
And then
Caleb's been doing it for, 6 months?
At least, but he shows.
least, yeah.
He's there a lot.
Yeah,
he goes in the mornings.
And he was
at night, and
he was a wrestler,
right? Yeah. He's kind of a little badass.
Yeah, he's really good.
Really nice guy.
Pretty man. Very, very pretty man.
Is he pretty?
Yep.
Okay, Caleb, you're pretty.
You're a pretty man. But he was. I
don't think he listens to the show.
I think he does.
Does he?
Does he? He does.
Okay.
Probably not this one. I'll tell him not to listen.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, cool. So he was trying to footlock me in one way. I think maybe heel hook. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do.
Yeah.
But it failed. And he said that because he's one of the smaller guys, our size basically, he gets smashed by the bigger dudes, and he doesn't really know what to do. So he tries to go for the feet a lot. So that's what he's trying to work on. So he's asking me, where am I going wrong on the footlocks? To which I had to reply, look, I know one footlock that I just learned that I haven't really landed on too many people. Mm-hmm. If you want to know footlocks, Justin's your man.
Justin, the man beautiness.
I said, as a matter of fact, the one I'm going to teach you and why it works, I can give you a 30,000-foot view. Here's the overall encompassing thing. Here's what I can give you.
Yep.
Morgan taught that to me a handful of weeks ago, and I thought it was great. I think it really upped my footlock game. I'm still missing some shit. I just don't have it practiced out. I've been working on it. Yeah. I might hit it 1 out of 10 times I try. But I think I understand the concept.
Yeah, the concept's there.
Right. So I kind of deferred to other people.
Which is what you should do.
Yeah, exactly. I think we talked about it last week or the week before about Rob. And the north-south choke. I'm like, Rob showed me this, and he explained it very well.
Yeah, for sure.
I can kind of re-articulate it, but I haven't landed enough time in practice to really make sense out of it. So go talk to Rob, because he'll hit that shit, and he'll show you way better with way more nuance. So
nice.
Yeah, that's what you do.
But yeah, that's you find a person that is good at it. I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah,
but so if you want to know how to. Yeah, if you want to know how to drink soda correctly, then you come see me.
Yeah,
anything jiu-jitsu, go somewhere else.
Well, even Morgan, she was teaching last night, and she was even saying,
she's a good teacher.
She's
by the
a great teacher. I love when she teaches. But what she'll do is she'll say, "This is the basic gist. If you want more than the basic gist, go see Chad."
Yeah, for sure, and that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, exactly. So she has no ego about it at all, which is awesome.
Which she could, because it's funny, whenever she says that, she's usually showed it so well, you're like, I got it. Yeah. You did a good job.
Yep. All right, let's get, to tie it all together.
Oh, shit, it's still going. I forgot.
Oh, yeah, there's one more paragraph. It's a long paragraph.
Hey, FYI, this is still Crowler's Corner, everyone.
Yeah, we'll get through it. We'll get through it, then we'll talk about the stuff we want to talk about.
Yes.
After we ruin this. So, to tie it all together, God damn it, Paulie and Kipperdoodles, let's get back on the right path, on the same journey to jiu-jitsu mastery.
That's what that gets right there, yes. Sorry.
And let's avoid silly pitfalls like finger locking and Tai Chi fucking push hands. You guys have been having some real insightful subjects in the last few podcasts. These must be discussed at a future date. Too much to do through one of my pro tips. But I will say that I agree with you guys on the women's self-defense seminars. Even a blind squirrel, Croiler.
Boom.
Got one. I do think that shame, fake, inefficient forms or approaches to any form of self-defense cause much more harm than good, as they provide people with a false sense of security. Yes. Also, I do think that a good, legitimate self-defense seminar can change people's lives for the better, as even if the people attending are truly going to actively practice the techniques post-seminar, they can at least be very aware of the potential things that could happen to them, and that there are resources out there that could help them should they choose to pursue it. I'll get through that word. A la Morgan. She's seen something that blew her mind, and she's like, I need this in my life. That's exactly what happened to her. Yep.
Same happened to my wife, too?
Yep. On the flip side, at its very best, the techniques learned could save them from harm. I want to thank and congratulate Chad and Morgan for doing so many women's self-defense workshops in Michigan.
Hell yeah.
And Croiler Corner, that was it. We got through it.
It only took like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was half a podcast. Cool.
Whatever, we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Croiler's way more important to us, obviously.
Nah.
We're pretty fucking cool.
But no, I agree with that. So there's a lot of subjects that we bring up. It's always yes and or no but. Or, there's so many variables. Like women's self-defense. Like if you get, everything's situational. Like if you get a 250-pound linebacker, it's going to be different than a 175-pound creeper, right? It's just different. It depends on who's attacking you and what they know.
Well, it's just like jiu-jitsu. There's always a what if.
Exactly. So you always have the, I forget who came up with it, but I think it was one of the Henry Huron, and they call it something. I forget what it's called. They named it after one of their students.
Okay.
That was, I forget what belt level. Let's just say it was a black belt. And he's going, dude, these blue belts are giving me a really hard time. I don't feel like I deserve my black belt anymore. And they're like, bro, dude, you're a 140-pound, 60-year-old man. And the guy that just came in is a 230-pound power lifter, and he's 25. Like, you kind of, I forget how many pounds, but every, 30 pounds, that's a belt, right? And every 10 years, that's another belt. So basically, you as a 60-year-old black belt are on par with a 25-year-old monster. That's pretty good. So if you're a 60-year-old black belt and you can defend yourself against a 25-year-old huge human being
with some technique,
you're a legit black belt.
Oh, no doubt.
So he was upset that he thought he should be able to just run through these guys like a hot knife through butter. Like, I'm a black belt. Right, and this guy is only, just a blue belt or a 4-stripe white belt or whatever he was. Like a newer dude, like within the first couple of years. And it's perspective, because power and strength, it's not technically a technique. It's an attribute that matters. It really does, to one extent or another. So you always have the, how much does it matter? Like, how much gas tank does somebody have? How much strength does somebody have? How much do you have, and how much skill do you have? So it just, everything is, it depends. Every question is, it depends, right?
Well, if you change that variable, it's a different freaking question. Yeah. So,
well, it's like teaching somebody to move. Well, what if they do this?
Don't do that.
Well, it's not even that. That's a different question.
That's what I mean. It's a different question. Stop asking. Let me get through. I'm getting through.
Exactly. When the question changes, the answer changes too.
Yes.
Like, I'm answering this question right now.
Yeah, and it's tough because you can see Chad's just trying to get through a move, and someone has just a very good, valid question. What if they do this? And it's like, well, that's a totally different path I'm going to go on. Please don't make me do that.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about this right now.
Yes, I'm trying to get through this, so if this happens, you know what to do. We'll go over other stuff later.
Yeah, and that's kind of like if you're having a class, like just listen to the class and do that move to the best of your ability. If you want more answers, do a private lesson. Go to an open mat. Talk to somebody else on their free time.
Yep.
But don't ruin a class by asking questions that don't really pertain to what you're learning. It's rude as fuck.
Yeah, it's hard not to. I know they pop into your head.
Oh, for sure.
Like, oh, what if they did this? That wouldn't work if they did this. It's like, well, no.
Well, okay, so a couple of the self-defense things, right? They confound me. Like, I don't understand the usefulness. Like, I just don't understand why you would do certain things. I can do the move, I can perform it, but I just don't get where they came up with that.
Yeah, I
just haven't had the inclination or the time to be like, why? You know what I mean? I haven't got to sit down with Chad or Croyle and be like, why do you do this? This doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you go and grab the hand like this and then turn your back to him essentially, or
whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, there's an answer. I just haven't asked it, but you have to find that time on your own time where it's respectful to get such.
Yeah, agreed.
In my opinion.
Agreed, yes. Yes, and that part where you're just not supposed to ask questions to lead to more questions that lead to more questions.
Right.
I agree. And that's the beauty and the freaking thing that'll drive you nuts about jiu-jitsu. Is you go from one question to another question to another question that leads to another fucking question. Yeah. And they all have answers, and they're all different.
Yep. Yeah, I think people like that just need concepts. Because I forget who said it, but like one concept is like 1,000 techniques. It's probably not true, but I mean, on a surface level, it makes a little bit of sense. Like,
yeah, I get the I get the statement.
Yeah, if you practice the overall, base, posture, blah blah blah, you're gonna do pretty well. Then you start getting into the minutia, like Croyle was talking about, of every little detail, nuance, grip. Where you're putting the pressure, where you're putting your weight. You can get really detailed into any single move. like a basic.
Well, why do you think in a seminar a curler can get through like 4 moves?
Oh, that
you know what I mean?
Not only
though?
that, but he'll be like, "We're going to cover an armbar," and I'm like, "Well, not me personally, but people can be like, dude, I know how to do an armbar. Like I didn't pay a seminar for a seminar to learn something I already know.
Yeah,
like you don't understand what we're going to do here.
Oh yeah,
like,
and God, it's totally different level.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different level. Like when I think we did triangles at one. Yeah. And both of us were like, well, I was geeked, and you're like, great, my legs don't work that way. But he actually showed you a way that you could do yours. I'll actually pull it off if you wanted to, and not break yourself, which I was proud of. Well, but I thought I was decent at triangles.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, I don't really have to pull much, and they work. But he went through every little step.
Right.
Every little step, and I'm like, wow, it changed my game.
What was awesome for me with triangles, because I'm not going to do triangles for the most part.
Yeah.
However, I can easily get into the triangle trap position, right? So
which is
triangle corner, triangle house. I can get there easily. I'm just like, as soon as I start putting any pressure on my knee sideways,
just don't
it's going to blow out.
Yeah.
But with his seminar, he's like, you should be able to tap out anybody with just the first step of getting the triangle right.
Yes, if you're doing it right. Yep.
And I can do that. Like I can do the first step without throwing my foot over. I can get that. Now it's going to take longer, and I have to be exactly in the right position and perfect, and it's going to take a little bit more time for him to run out of that blood supply because it's not locked up like a freaking python. Yeah. But it's an option that I never had before.
Yeah, which was amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the level of detail you're going to get at a seminar, and that's what he's talking about when you're coming up with where to put your weight. Where how to lean on stuff.
Yep.
Like I'll go back to the basic arm bar from mount.
Yes.
I've been doing that for years.
Yeah, it's basic. That's one of the first things you learn is a submission.
Exactly, and Chad taught it, and he taught it very, very well.
Yep.
But when he came up, and there was just a couple of details that I was missing because it was broken down at such a minute level that I'm like, holy shit, and it changed my game.
Yes.
And it was simply coming from...
Which is fucking dangerous because that's your game.
I know. Well, a lot of it was just how to maintain that mount position.
And that was the problem I was having. I would throw my weight off, and I would get swept back.
I would have so much trouble just maintaining mount. I'm like, fuck this. I'll just do everything from side control, which is where my Kimura got so good. And I would just always throw my... every time I'd get a Kimura grip, and if you're going to get arm bar, that's going to be from side control position. That's where I'm going to land it from. But now, I can get it from mount. And it's so much more fun now that I can actually maintain that position.
Yeah, and he even changed it a little bit for both of us because both of us kind of had the same thing. My knee, I have good knees, but he didn't want to do the way that Chad showed us. Like it literally, I had to pop up, which would take all my weight off of them. And all Curler did was show us, name him. I don't know if he showed you that part, but for the keeping that hip weight on. And I never did that before. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, how my I couldn't get my leg to slide out without feeling like my leg was going to pop off, which is why I didn't do it from there.
Mine would lift me up, like I would lift up off of them when I did it.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too. So I was exactly it was just where I was loading my weight.
Yep,
and I wasn't putting it in the right spots. Ergo,
it's pissing my wife off right there.
I was screwing up my own knee by going for a move that I wasn't doing correctly, and it was I'm just a little bit off, right? So you like golf, like it's a golf analogy. Like if you can hit a line drive perfect, right dead center, or you can be 400 yards to the left. But how much is the head of your golf club off? What, a millimeter?
Millimeters.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
So that's where you're going to get.
And with a seminar, you're
going to get that.
Or a
millimeter.
private lesson too.
Right.
That was a game changer when we went through with corollars.
Exactly. So by the time you get way out there, then. Hey, that millimeter made all the difference, and it really does. You'd be surprised.
It's really cool.
So, this wasn't the tangent I expected to get on.
No, that was weird.
Yeah. Let's talk about injuries or something totally different.
Well, let's go back to injuries.
Let's do that. I got some injury talk. Oh, before we talk about injuries, do you want to go with
Oh, that kind of goes with Norway.
Norway's email?
Yeah, it does. So let's start there and then see if we can stay on topic. Our topics kind of go, though. We get to them eventually, people.
We do. Let's see. Damn. Can you find it on your phone?
Perfect.
Oh, I suck at life. I'm trying to find it.
Dude, I forwarded it to the email.
I see forward message from. Nope, that's not it. Is it?
Good Lord, dude. I asked you before we started.
Hey, I thought I had it. I lied.
Yeah, you did.
Lies
you son
from
of
the
a
pit of
bitch.
hell.
I already have it. It's right here.
I got it. I found it. I'm awesome. Eventually. It just
it's
takes
the one
time.
that starts with, hey,
Hi,
dickheads.
This is, hi, dickheads. So clearly, the Americans don't have the monopoly on being assholes. Perfect.
No, evidently.
Cool.
He fits right in with us.
I'm glad you liked my misleading hate mail / fan mail. If you want some hate / negative feedback, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna
No one cares about that.
I want to get to the questions.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah,
blow right past that.
All right, we get it. You're right. You're not wrong.
No.
I just want to go
no,
over it.
you're actually, you are accurate and you're constructed, whatever it was.
Yeah, you're bullshit.
Asshole.
Okay, I have some questions. 1A, do you have cauliflower ears? 1B, and do you use headgear while rolling during drilling as well? My main training partner, a friend I started training BJJ with, has 2 times managed to create small hematomas in my left ear by elbowing me.
Good Lord, who are you rolling with? A flaily white belt?
I'm going to guess, yeah.
I'm guessing yes.
Both hematomas, too small to drain, I think. So I've let them be, and now my ear hurts. I'm getting some headgear ASAP. I'm married and soon have 2 kids with said wife.
Whoa, you're having twins?
Soon to have kids?
Are you borrowing them from someone else?
I don't know. Whatever.
No, he said it right, you dumb bastard.
It's soon. Check. But I'm still not
He's soon to have 2 kids with said wife.
Twins?
That's what I would assume.
Oh, cool. All right. Congratulations.
I mean, maybe he stole 2? Or he's got a plan in place to steal babies?
You sure they're yours? Just checking. Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
But I'm still not keen on vegetable-looking ears. And my wife is good-looking and will most likely leave me, she should anyway, at some point down the road. And even more likely if I get cauliflower ears. Dude, if she's going to leave you for cauliflower ears, abort now. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Are you talking about the babies?
Yes.
That was really weird.
It's like, your ears are a little ugly. I'm leaving you.
That's
going to
cause
be a problem.
And is your personality that weak?
Yeah, I would leave you for your personality way before the cauliflower ears.
Yeah, be a fan of us. We'll make fun of you.
All right.
Okay, so we answer those first 2.
Yeah, let's do that. So
it's pretty easy.
So I've started to get cauliflower ear, and it hurts like a bitch.
I have not.
You have not had it
None.
Yet. So I got that small hematoma that he was talking about. And
yes.
It was puffy. You've seen it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
And when I put my head on the pillow, dude, it fucking hurt. Like every time I rolled over in the night, it'd wake me up. Like it was just a painful motherfucker. It sucked. But I mean, there's things you can do. There's a thing called Collie Cure. Have you heard of that?
No.
So what it is?
I don't have cauliflower. Why would I know about these things?
Well, if you're on the like the BJJ forums and stuff like that, or the any BJJ Facebook and Instagram Facebook, they try to sell you shit.
No, yeah,
so it'll come up.
Okay,
right.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
So basically, what it is, it's way overpriced magnets that you'll stick on your ears to like flatten it out, basically. So it'll give you
weird.
Yeah, I know. So if it's not bad, you can just kind of flatten it out, and it'll get better over a handful of days. Or you can, like you said, drain it if it's big enough.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty big to warrant draining, because that can lead to infection really fucking quick.
I didn't do either of that shit because I didn't want to spend way too much money on Collie Cure,
stab your ear.
Right. Even though, like, if you got the money, it doesn't matter, dude. Buy that shit. Cool. Get Collie Cure.
Sounds cool.
Get it on Amazon. It's like green magnets, and I think they come in different sizes depending on how bad it is or what part of your ear it's on.
Huh.
Man, try it out. Fuck. Let me know how it works. Mine went away. Like, I didn't bother icing it and stuff, though I hear that if you do ice it, that'll help it get better. Massaging it, blah, blah, blah. I didn't do anything. It just went away on its own.
The Paul way.
So
it's a Kip way, too. So
it took a little bit of time. So it took probably a few weeks, and then it resolved itself. I don't have bad cauliflower ears because I don't pull my head out of...
Neither do I. Yeah.
If I'm getting guillotined, I don't pull my head out. If I'm getting triangled, I don't pull my head out. You know what I do? I fucking tap.
Well, no, and you want to know what I do differently? Because if a lot of times when you can pull your head out is because it's not that tight, right?
Right.
Well, guess what? just wait till they fucking let go, because that's all I do.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, well, you don't have it, so I'm just going to defend my throat.
Also valid.
And just wait. I'm just like, they're going to let go.
Yeah, if you don't need a tap, wait it out.
Yeah, but if they got the choke, hell yeah, just let go. Don't try to pull out. What's the point?
Right. Oh, don't try to pull out. Yeah. 2 kids.
Twins,
I see what you
bitch.
did there. Yeah, so basically if it's not too bad, it'll take care of itself. Just don't keep fucking with it. Like if you're rolling with wrestlers and people that are kneeing you in the head, it's going to be worse and worse. They're going to fuck it up. So yeah, get headgear. If your go-to training partner is a guy that you pick that's going to elbow you in the ear.
Yeah, because if he's hitting you in the ear, he's doing shit wrong.
Right, he shouldn't be doing that.
He's getting his elbows too far away from his frame. I mean, don't.
Yeah.
Teach him that. There you go. Teach him not to use his frames.
Yeah.
Use your fucking frames. Stop elbowing me in the ear.
Exactly. That should be your first conversation. Like, dude, this isn't Muay Thai.
Yeah.
It's jiu-jitsu.
And if you knock the shit out of my ear again, I'm going to bite your face.
You should do. It'd be like training a puppy, like spank, like hitting with a newspaper.
Bring a spray bottle.
Exactly.
He does it again, spray him in the face.
Yeah, newspaper and a spray bottle. Take care of that issue right there. Yeah, don't.
That's not even good dog rearing. That's the cool part of that.
Right. So I have people in my gym that I can roll with that aren't going to give me cauliflower ever.
No.
Because they're not spazzy, they're not flaily, they're not hitting anybody.
For sure.
Where I get the closest is the wrestlers. Caleb, I'm going to throw you under the bus. Like, you'll smash my face down in the mat. Like, you put all your weight in. On me, I'm just a blue belt. It's pretty effective. Like, he can hold me down. It's not really a submission, but he might like fold an ear over and lay on it.
Yeah, and then it's like, please stop. Here's a tap.
And that's where I got my cauliflower ears. Like, rolling with wrestlers, I just put a lot of weight and pressure, and like they'll do like the shoulder of justice right across my ear and hold it there. And
that's not where your shoulder belongs. It should be on their chin, turning it away so they can turn into you, not on their ear.
But you know how it is when you're.
It happens.
Yeah, you're a newer white belt, stuff like that. You don't know exactly where to, like we go back before, the nuance of where exactly to put your pressure. You don't have that. So you have the guys that are going to smash your ears. If that's a problem with your gym as a whole, dude, buy the headgear. Like,
for sure. And there's nothing wrong with the headgear.
No. If people want to give you
Morgan
shit for
busted
it,
her ear.
oh, dude, she had a fucked up ear.
And she wore headgear for a while,
until it went away. Yeah,
and then went away. And she dropped that shit like a freaking bad habit.
So yeah, you could wear it until it heals up. You could wear it when you're rolling with your partner that doesn't know how the fuck to roll.
Every time he rolls up to you, just go, wait a second.
1 second, please.
I need my gear for you.
Yeah.
And then write his name on the side of each one.
Yeah. Also with that dude, maybe put a mouth guard in. Just
an idea. You might lose a tooth.
Exactly. You don't need that. Yeah,
and he doesn't mean any harm.
Yeah, because if you had cauliflower ear and a missing tooth, you're getting divorced.
Yeah, she will definitely leave you.
Yeah, you don't need that. So that's my
we were helpful.
Yeah, I think that's good advice. Yeah. I'm going to pat myself on the back.
Don't roll with flaily.
You basically picked your partners better.
I'm like a week removed from being a flaily white belt.
Pretty much. All right. Okay.
I wonder how many weeks Chad will give me right now. Last time I checked, I was at 3.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no.
Moving on up.
Yeah, moving on up.
All right. Question number 2. What age was your kids when they started training BJJ? I'm positive that you have mentioned this before, but I can't remember. Want to go first?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Addie started coming up on 2 years ago, so she must have started when she was 10.
Yeah.
And Sid started when she was 6.
Nice.
5.5, 6.
Cool.
Yep. Yours?
Mine, well, when they started taking the official classes was 5 and 7.
But you got them introduced from like birth.
I did. So I pretty much birth. Yeah, I was always wrestling them, and I'm a roughhouse dad. That's what I do. I love jiu-jitsu, so I'll put them in weird shit all the time. Just that's their life.
I do it to my kids now.
That's their lot in life. Like that's what you get. So they always wanted to join jiu-jitsu because I've always been in and out of it, and they knew about it, and they couldn't wait to try it because they wanted to do what Dad did.
Yeah, for sure.
And for a long time, I couldn't find one that trained kids before the age of 8. So I'm like, sorry about your luck, kids. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
So luckily
you can't start one and not the other with your kids.
Right, exactly.
For sure,
so
your kids won't.
That was my rub. So I felt bad. So I'm like, sorry, Caden, but you got to wait till you're 10
because your sister's not old enough.
And then I ran across because I like a bunch of stuff on Facebook. Like that's where I got the Cowley Cure.
Yeah.
They had the bully proof system. that I heard about. So I do what I do.
From the Gracies, yeah.
We've
talked about it before.
I researched the hell out of it. I got a bunch of reviews. It's very well liked. Like, there's not a lot of people that hate on that. Like, there's people that might hate on them because they were giving out. It's different now. They changed it, but they used to give out blue belts, and people got
online.
A bunch of that. But even because of that hate, or not because of that hate, but despite that hate, I think they all loved the Bulletproof DVDs, the Bulletproof system,
the idea behind it,
how much they're helping out kids. Because, dude, they're great at it. So I got this DVD set before we even heard about Black Lion. So I probably went over that 6 or 8 months, I guess, before we made the transition into Chad School.
Nice.
So yeah, they were 4 and 6 probably when I started introducing them to actual jiu-jitsu moves and Gracie games and stuff. So yeah, if I highly recommend getting the Bulletproof DVD system, because you'll learn stuff, like, for real. Like, I learned stuff off that.
It was pretty cool.
Dude, it's legit as fuck. Yeah.
Oh, and on top of all that, since you're gonna have kids, I don't know how old you're stealing them at, but Kip and his magical belt.
Just read that tonight.
Read that shit.
Read that tonight. That's a good book.
Get the bear. It's cool as shit.
You know how stupid I am?
Ellie loved it.
You know how stupid I am? Okay, that was a redundant question, but thank you. Rhetorical, not
Happy
redundant.
birthday.
Wrong word. I am stupid. Shit.
I do call you stupid a lot, actually, so it could be redundant.
Well, I just said the wrong word,
Yes,
so
you did.
Clearly it's stupid. We'll stick with that. I didn't realize that the whole book rhymes.
Yeah.
In like the first 2 pages, I wasn't like saying it in the rhyming way and made it.
You were literally reading it deadpan.
Just reading it deadpan. I'm like,
Sweet.
oh, I could read this so much better. Hold on, I got this.
Oh, I'm not as smart as a book. Son of a bitch.
But no, it was a good book. Yeah, if you got little kids, like between, of 0 and
it literally
4,
moves on up.
Perfect for them.
Seriously, I love the idea that the bear idea that goes with it. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have. I think it's a fantastic idea.
And it's a little bear with a gi on.
Yep.
And it kind of gives them a practice dummy.
Yeah, exactly.
And because Ellie, who is 3, my youngest, knows a general idea for armbar.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. It's awesome.
And it is pretty cool, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because she'll do it. She only does it from mount. That's the only way she'll do it. She'll be like, get down. Like, honey, it's going to be harder later on. They're going to fight back.
They're going to get fussy.
They're going to get fussy when you do this. But also, just last night, she started grabbing my neck from behind on the couch.
Nice.
And she always tries to choke me. It's hilarious. But the fun part is her arms are so short, she couldn't reach all the way from the way I was sitting. I was sitting forward. And she just finally gave up and goes, Daddy, choke yourself.
Yeah. No.
And I did too. I just flicked her arm off. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I will not.
No. Daddy's tough. Ish. Oh, you want a funny Ellie story on a tangent?
Yes.
Okay. She had her checkup. 3 years old, everyone.
Yes.
3 years old. And she is, when you hear mini-me, I could hear that.
Yeah.
You're a heavy drinker.
My bad.
Loud. No one else heard it, but I'm sure I did. Ben will hear it. Ben hears everything.
Ben hears it.
The fans.
Tell a fucking story.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway. No, it's a tangent. It's mine. I do what I want. So she has her checkup. And they have those well babies checkups. Yeah. And it's every year. So Jen has to take her in. So Jen takes her in. And we have the same doctor. And we love her. She's got a great attitude towards us. And we towards her. She's just very laid back like we are. And so the doctor has to ask those stupid questions. What color is this? What color is that? What color is this? So, of course, my asshole of a child is giving the wrong answers and smiling at her. What color is this? Pink. Is it? No. It's blue. Doesn't wait for the question to be asked again. It's blue. I'm like, wow, you're an ass. So it gets to the point where they have to, by this age, they need to identify between boy and girl, what they are. It has nothing to do with anything except for the ability to recognize that. So she goes, are you a girl? I'm Ellie. Okay.
I'm a person. Signing.
Are you a girl, though? I'm Ellie. Okay, then what's daddy? Daddy's a boy. I'm Ellie. Just the biggest ass.
I wish you would have said Daddy's a child.
Have you met him? We're not sure what he is.
Exactly.
I'm Ellie.
Daddy's an asshole.
So for yes.
Okay, she's legit.
Yeah. Oh,
Moving on.
She can tell. Yeah. But come on, man. How funny is that?
That is hilarious.
I'm Ellie. Screw you.
I like it.
I don't think she ever answered.
Good for her.
That's my girl.
Beat to mine. I do what I want.
Yeah. And that's my child.
Nice.
Anyways.
But yeah. Oh yeah. Back to the book. Get the book. Like,
dude, seriously, it's an awesome thing to start.
Yeah, my kids are 6 and 8, almost. It's almost 9, and they like the book. I mean, it was way under their reading level, but the story the story is fantastic. They
and
like
it's
the story.
Got my name all over it.
It has Skipperdoodle on it. You gotta love it.
Oh shit, you don't?
You do. You have to love
don't.
It. So yeah, buy the book for sure.
Yeah, it's great. Gracie, Victoria Gracie wrote that.
One last question: have you ever been to Norway? No, the fuck I haven't.
Buy me a ticket. I'll come over.
Exactly. Yeah. Pay for our trip. We'll interview you.
Maybe.
If we get that far.
Yeah,
we'll probably be sightseeing and stuff. We'll ignore you.
I don't know. You have cauliflower. We really don't like those type of people.
I've been to Amsterdam, Sweden, Switzerland. That was it.
I've been to Detroit. Chicago.
Wow. World traveler.
I don't think I've ever left the country.
Really?
No.
Huh? No shit.
Well, Canada, that doesn't fucking
count. That doesn't count, yeah. It's part of the America.
I've been to Hawaii. I've been to most of the states.
Oh, good for you. Hey.
Yeah. Hey. They're pretty boring.
Better than most. All right, we got to get through some injury stuff.
Okay. Oh, my God. We still haven't even talked about it.
Yeah, because that was the whole point of the podcast. It was the injuries. But I want to get through, like, some housekeeping. You
mean tangents?
Tangents.
Constant tangents.
All right. So we have 2 ladies with fucked up tendons. Your wife and Mel.
Yes, we do. Yes.
We recently talked about this, but not really.
My wife's is a ligament, and it's torn.
Yeah, it's really torn.
Like gone.
So, it could be.
It's gone. The guy, they're thinking, he's like, I hope it's a partial tear. I'm pretty sure it's a complete tear.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's not good. So that's one of the injuries. So we're going to go over. You got tendonitis, so it's inflamed and fucked up.
Okay.
Then we have a partial tear, which is kind of fixable. You can work through it. Sometimes you can rehab it without surgery. Sometimes.
Yes.
Not often, but it can be done occasionally.
Yes.
Then you have what Jen probably has, which is a rupture. Oh. I think that's damn near a guarantee. I mean, there's nothing you can do. It's off. So you got to get that reattached.
It's literally. So if they have partial tear, they can scrape it. I have no flipping clue what that means. Maybe you do. If not, he'll Google it.
So I know of a scraping technique, right? So it's generally used for just tendonitis. So you take something that looks effectively like a spoon and you rub it across the top of your tendons, and it increases blood flow and it kind of gets rid of sticky shit around the tendons, like scar tissue.
That must be what they do during surgery, essentially, because it's a surgical procedure.
So if it's scraping,
so it's probably
surgery,
the same
thing. Probably in an internal way of doing the same shit.
Yeah, exactly. So, but if it's complete tear, then either way, she's out like 4 months.
Yeah, typically surgery
minimum.
You're gonna sew that shit back on. Which can make it strong, but then you got to rehab the tendon.
The only problem is there's a I guess a better than good chance that it could never heal, right?
Really?
Yeah, it sucks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
sorry,
terrible.
honey.
Ugh. That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
So, the question in her case becomes then, if it's a full rupture, should she continue training?
Yeah, can she make it worse?
It's a really good question.
That's a touchy question.
And I'm no doctor. I don't pretend to play one on the internet. However,
I can Google the shit out of things.
Well, you're going to get different answers from everybody. Like I've looked this up for myself because I've actually ruptured stuff before. Pretty much everything in my shoulder has been ruptured at one point or another, one shoulder or the other. That's why everything hurts. That's why it's really easy to do a Kimura on me if you can get
it's
that.
It's comical.
It's Yeah, don't drill that with me. Just
don't. It's not fun.
Yeah, or heel hooks
or wrist locks.
I'd rather have a wrist lock than a.
You give up. I don't. Yeah, probably. But man, it hurts you quick.
Oh yeah,
fuck
it doesn't take long.
No,
but if you train properly, i.e., don't use that. Like you can situationally drill shit. Like come to class, take notes, help out other students.
And that's what my wife's planning on doing.
Right. Do the drills and the warm-ups that you're able to do without hurting yourself. But when it comes time to, like, if we're going to drill a Kimura, you can...
Sit your ass down.
Well, no. So you got...
You have another arm.
So it depends. Yeah, you got 2 arms. You know, make sure they don't fuck it up. Make sure you pick the right training partner, and you can still drill it.
Yeah,
like,
for
just
sure.
don't do stuff that makes the white hot pain. If it's just general soreness, if it's just like an achy pain, it's like, God damn, this really bothers me. Train through it. You'll be fine. You're not hurting it. The hurt that when you're making it worse, you can feel it.
There's a difference.
Worse. Yeah,
literally, there's a difference. I've done it.
That's the white hot pain where you can tell you're making shit worse. If you're not doing that, you're probably okay as long as you're not being stupid.
Well, you remember my neck is a perfect example. I was doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was I was rolling with you or doing a drill, and all it took was one wrong move. It wasn't Paul's fault. It was mine. It wasn't really anyone's. I just caught my head on the mat a little. And I'm guessing the look on my face was really pleasurable.
Oh, yeah. So no.
Fuck, that hurt.
Made me super excited to keep drilling.
Yeah, and then I was jacked for like a month.
Yeah.
And it was my fault. I shouldn't have been doing it. I should have told you my neck hurts. Because it did.
Yeah, so you can... And it's drill specific. So we were doing a particular drill where that was putting pressure on your neck, and it should have been.
Yeah.
And you were manning up and like, no, I'm fine. It's, and it wasn't.
Well, I'm going to make a T-shirt. Jiu-jitsu. I'm fine. So everyone, look out for that coming because that shit's happening. Right. I say this shit all the time.
So what we're saying is you have to have more common sense than Kip if you're going to train injured. Shouldn't take much.
Most 5-year-olds have more of common sense than I do when it comes to injuries.
But jiu-jitsu is one of those funny animals where when you're addicted, you're addicted. You don't want to quit.
You just can't.
Right.
And you talked about it before the show, that if you get out of that rhythm, get out of that habit of coming from an injury, let's say, it's fucking hard to get back.
It really is.
It's the funniest. For me, jiu-jitsu is just the obsession. My new license plate is BJJ life.
Hell yeah.
That shit's happening. Like, dude, it's what I think about all the fucking time. I bought a car that I can just, get to jiu-jitsu faster. It's literally what I'm doing.
Nice.
So... And unsafer? Yeah, whatever. That's what I do. But it's the same thing it's the easiest one to stop going to. Like, for a lot of people. Like, you get injured in basketball, you stop going for a while, you don't have to go sit and watch practice. It's just so easy to go right back into it. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't it interesting, though? Because I don't think what I'm saying is wrong.
No, I think jiu-jitsu, when you're doing it, it's addictive and you need it and you feel the endorphins. But when you don't do it, you remember how hard it is.
You remember how much it hurt.
Exactly. So it's it's one of those, I think for some people, not everybody, but for some people, it's just harder to get back into once you quit. You're like, fuck it, I don't want to get hurt again, or the warm-ups are too hard, or... there's just so many excuses you can have.
Or just,
once you
I don't want to go. I'm sitting on the couch and there's Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. Netflix is always the easier option.
Netflix has never choked me.
Right.
Perfect.
So just keep the habit of going.
Through injuries.
Yeah,
I mean, it's tough. Paul and I are flipping, cutting each other off all this episode. It's awesome. And
it's a report.
It's a report that everyone loves. But Paul and I are almost experts on this because I've just been injured. I mean, consistently now. I've been hurt since July. For now, we're in almost February, and I've been consistently not just hurt, injured. And that's where I'm just fine came from because all our really nice rolling partners go, "Oh, roll light. It's you're hurt, your neck, your foot." That was a good one. That's my new one.
Your back.
And your foot. You broke. Oh, shit. But every time, I guess what I say? I'm fine. I'm fine.
Get after it.
No.
Well, that's what I say, too. I'm like, you know what? I know it hurts. We're just, I've been doing it so long, injured. I've been injured since 6th grade.
It was the basketball thing, wasn't it?
I wish that was a joke.
It's not.
No. Ever heard of Osgood-Schlatters disease?
That's a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing. Got that. Since 6th grade.
What the fuck is that?
Bad knees. My knees keep me up at night. Like,
no, I know.
Literally keep me up at night
just
because they're so messed up. When I was 18, I decided to pick up something really heavy. Ripped all my rotator cuff muscles and both arms at the same time.
Holy fuck.
Never been right. Oh, okay, funny tangent story. So I was a plumber, and I was excavating because I was laying some pipe, and I was excavating. I'd get all these huge boulders out there. So I offhandedly mentioned to my dad, I'm like, hey, I got these huge rocks to keep on excavating up. He was like, hey, I want to landscape with them, bring them home. So cool.
Yeah.
I would get the Bobcat or a Pettibone or whatever, and I put them in the back of my truck that I had at the time, and I drop them off. I back up and push them out. Cool. Well, one particular day, I couldn't get a hold of the Pettibone, and I wanted to leave. So I'm looking at the rock, and I'm looking at my truck. I'm like, I got this. I got this. So I bend over and I pick it up, and I got it. I got it. It was probably the heaviest thing I've ever lifted, as far as weight to strength ratio. Like it was, I gave every ounce of everything I had, but I got this fucker up there. But it took some doing. So I pushed it back there, and I felt okay. Like I didn't feel like I fucked myself up. My alarm goes off the next morning for work, and I went to shut my alarm off. My arm didn't work. Like it literally, I might as well not have had arms.
Did you just throw your arm the limp arm at it to hit the snooze?
Well, when I tried to move my arm, it was a white hot pain. It was just so if my elbows got anywhere other than glued to my side, it was a white hot pain. So it was like, Lord, so dude. If you took a jiu-jitsu belt and tied it around my waist and around my arms, and I got the little T-Rex arms, that's literally the only movement I had in both arms.
Good Lord, man.
4 months. And of course, I never went to see a doctor or get anything fixed or do rehab.
Overrated.
Yeah, exactly. So ever since then, now my arms are clicky and janky.
But that kind of leads us to what we're talking about, though. It actually worked well.
Yes.
Is you have to know your limits. And I think most people, including myself, don't. Well, I do know my limit. I just ignore that shit. Not even kidding. I don't. I'm just like, this fucking hurts. Whatever. And I know I'm not going to break it. So I'm just, if it's not broken, fuck it, let's go. Stupid. On top of stupid with a dash of stupid.
Yes.
Because I'm just keep getting hurt. Now, saying that being said, I'm still going to do it. But what should people do in your opinion? You have a much better grip on it than I am.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, it's interesting. When you're new and you fall in lust with something, you want to spend as much time as possible. You don't, and the fun part is rolling, because that's where you can test what you know, right? So when you have people picked out at the gym, where if I roll with them, I can gauge my own betterment, my own progress,
my own level
through these certain peoples. And if you're injured, you shouldn't do that. But you want to, because, like I said, you're in lust with something. It's like this brand new love, and you want to try it.
Well, it's a new toy. It's literally a new toy.
Exactly. You want to play with that new toy.
Fuck yeah.
You don't do that. That's so.
Don't do that.
Easier said than done. So what I'm getting at is find the training partner like Ben, where he doesn't have an ego. He's not going to try to hurt you.
And he's got hella skill and willing to share.
He can put.
That sounded weird.
He can put the right amount of weight on you. He can crush you if he wants
to. Jordy is really good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Evidently, I can't do that with my wife. I just, for some reason, she says I'm horrible.
Yeah, you and her don't have that good mesh. Okay, so some people can do that with everybody, right? So Ben can do that. I think I've seen him roll with everybody, and he's very even. He can flow, and he's very smooth. So find that person. Like, that's the only one you get to train with. And if they're taken, you wait.
Sit out and watch.
Like, if
I've learned a lot from sitting out and watching.
Oh, exactly. So if you're lucky, you have more than one of those people. If you're not lucky, sit out and watch. Just like Kip said, you can learn a lot by watching what they do. Take notes. So in the last Croyler's Corner,
watch the people at your level.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I think a lot of people do. They want to go watch the Chad just locking horns with fucking Justin. You're like, look at all that cool shit. You can't do that.
I mean, it's fun.
It is fun. But if you want to learn something, look at your level and look at somebody that's right around where you think you've been at time-wise, level, skill-wise, whatever, and watch the mistakes they make. Or watch what they do well. And you can go, oh, it's easier to apply to yourself, I think.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So
I'm not mad
don't
at
hear
that.
very much.
No, I'm like,
I hear, wow, you're stupid.
I was just about to say that.
But can
Amazing.
I add something to that?
Yeah.
This is kind of injury related, and
It's your show, whatever.
I'm the fucking star.
I opened the show twice.
I have 2 openings out of 33. Anyways, when it comes to new people and the lust and injuries, this kind of ties in both of them. I think it's a good way to stop, actually. Just kidding. I have no clue if it is or not. But is you fall in love with it. You just want to come and every day. You just want to be there every day. You're coming 4 or 5 times a week. That sounds horrible. I need to stop saying coming. Anyway, you keep showing up. Like morning classes, afternoon classes, night classes. If they have a class, you're showing up for it. You do that for months. What's going to happen? You're going to flip and hurt yourself. How many times?
If you're new,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
is new
yes,
people.
Yes. I just wanted to reiterate
that
because
yeah,
Morgan
you
does
get
that,
left.
but she knows what the
That's
fuck
different.
she's doing.
Yeah,
so,
she can do it every day because she's built herself up to that.
Correct.
So,
which is going to lead to my other points. Remind me about that.
Yeah. So I won't. And how many people have we watched come into our gym? Awesome, just going after it. They get hurt. We don't see them again.
Yeah, exactly. They get hurt and they're like, "Oh, I'm just going to take a break." They're done.
Then they don't come back.
We had one guy that was really promising, but he just what you said. Every single day got hurt.
Every single day.
Well, Chad
told him to. Told him to stop. He's like, you're gonna burn out. Chad's like, you're going to burn out. You're either gonna get hurt or you're just not gonna want to do it for a while.
Right.
And that's what.
When he got injured, Chad said, "Well, keep coming to some classes. Like, I know you're injured. Come and watch. Do what you can do. Heal it up while you're in the jiu-jitsu community." But
yes.
He's like, nope, and he didn't do it. And now he's just done.
Yeah, because you got away from it. You get away from it, you forget how great it is.
Right.
The people is what keeps me what I'm doing. The people are awesome. So you leave that situation because you got injured or because you just went too dang much. You're not gonna. A lot of times, you're not gonna come back.
Yeah,
it sucks.
It's easier to fall
sucks.
into the Netflix and chill thing.
It is.
It's just so much easier.
Or something that you don't get hurt at. Just in general.
Golf.
Golf will work. But like Mel's kind of going through that. Mel has just been going and going and going and going. If she's in the country, she's in the fucking gym.
So I actually want to talk about Mel because she's got what's called medial epicondylitis.
Okay.
Or golfer's elbow, as the case may be. A lot of people get this when they start.
Yes.
I got it when I first started because your joints aren't used to taking the kind of abuse that you're giving it.
The direction that they're being pushed into.
Exactly, because you're using, it's kind of like you're maxing out. So every time you try to push somebody off you, because let's be honest, you're doing it wrong. If you're trying to put your max
instead
effort,
of framing, you're pushing.
Right. So if you go into a gym and you max out every single day on the bench, guess what you're going to do? You're going to fuck up your elbows or your shoulders. So that's what.
Yeah, you're going to fuck up your upper body.
So that's why we were talking about before. That's why I want to talk you into framing and posture, not winning, not pushing. Don't push, frame.
The easy way to. So what you're basically saying is the easiest way to avoid injury is to proper technique of defense, framing, and posture.
That
essentially.
So you also want to strengthen it though, and sometimes you're going to overuse stuff.
Okay.
So you need to work out the muscles and tendons that you're going to be using.
What if you don't have muscles? I'm just asking for a friend.
Then you need to gain some by lifting some weights, brah.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
So that's why I do my prehab routine, because I know how hard this is on joints. That's why I do mobility shit every single morning.
Yeah, you should see me at work. I'll be at my desk and I'm just swinging my leg from side to side, just trying to get my hips to loosen up. And because I know that's my spot, like my shoulders and my freaking hips.
Right.
So especially since the accident, I think the accident might have flipped my hips the wrong way or some bullshit.
Nice.
Well, you remember the hematoma I had on my freaking side?
Oh, that was good shit.
Wrapped all the way around me. It was like a really ugly tattoo.
Nice. But so to be clear with injury, so there's a couple different things you can injure, and it's usually obvious what it is.
Okay.
If it can be like a muscle belly, And those things
muscle belly?
Yeah, like, right like your bicep, like in the middle of your bicep.
Okay, I didn't know. I've never heard that term.
Oh, yeah, okay. So
is next thing going to be a muscle arm?
Yeah, so if you flex something, that's your muscle belly. Like the thing that thing that you show off is a muscle belly.
So the actual bicep, yeah. I gotcha.
Like if you rip that, like you rip a muscle in your back, a lat or something, that's a common thing. Or your groin, you rip that. You're going to be kind of fucked for 2 to 4 weeks. It's just going to hurt for 2 to 4 weeks. But if you properly rehab it, light workout, you don't want to just rest it and not do nothing.
That's so stupid.
So
rest it. What?
Yeah, a lot of times your doctor will be like, well, don't do that. Just rest it.
It's
rest,
going to get
ice,
weaker.
Elevation.
That makes sense.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So if you want anything to heal, it needs blood flow. You're not going to get blood flow by resting shit. Now,
you'll get the opposite.
If something's ripped right off the bone, like if you ripped your bicep off, okay, the answer changes. But typically, what I'm talking about here is your minor injuries that you're going to get jiu-jitsu. You're going to get tendonitis, and you're going to pull muscles. Train through it, but at a lighter level. Like, do the shit that you can do. Tendonitis, it's not 2 to 4 weeks. It's usually 3 to 9 months, depending on the severity of the tendonitis.
Doesn't tendonitis, if you keep abusing it, just going to continue to be a problem? Or is that wrong?
Nope. Yeah. If you abuse it and keep overusing it, yes, it is. But if you rehab it correctly, but keep using it correctly, it'll get better as fast as it's going to. Which is still going to be months because it's a tendon and they don't tend to get a lot of blood flow. So you might actually think that you're hurting it more, but it's just injured. It's going to hurt for a long time.
Yep.
So I don't think you're really hurting it any more than you are, unless you feel that sharp ripping pain. Then you're hurting it more. Don't do that kind of shit, right?
When it starts to make you cry, stop.
Right. Do the right kind of shit. So grab lighter weights, do more reps, and it's called eccentric movements. So eccentric is if you're doing a bicep curl. Concentric is when you're pulling the bicep up to the chest. You're pulling the bar up to your chest. The eccentric is when you're lowering it down. So what you want to concentrate on for tendon rehabilitation, like tennis elbow, is eccentric. So pick up the weight with your other hand.
It's almost like resistance.
Right. So then you want to let the weight down slow and do that with lightweight multiple times. Like let's say 3 sets at 10 or 15, and then do that a few times a day. If it starts to get the sharp pain, don't do that shit. Like, stop.
Okay.
Gotcha. When you originally hurt something, I'd say go for ice and ibuprofen. Get the swelling down, kind of help it out. But after that, you want to either alternate heat and ice, or if you can stand it, just go for the heat. Because, like I said before, you need blood flow to heal something. Ice restricts blood flow. Ergo,
that's why the swelling goes away.
Right. Well, if something is...
FYI, I do none of this.
Well, a lot of times doctor will say, you want ibuprofen and you want the ice to get the swelling down. As well, if they got to take an X-ray or an MRI, you can't have swelling, then you can't see it. Yeah. So they want the swelling to go away so they can see it. But your body is inflamed. It's part of your natural healing process. You need inflammation to heal. That's what your body does.
Inflammation brings blood.
It does that to help you heal. So if you're stopping all inflammation, guess what you're doing? You're slowing down the healing. Right. So for tendons, you're kind of in it for the long haul. When you first start jiu-jitsu, you're using stuff that you're not normally used to. You're probably doing some things incorrectly because it's new. It's new. It's second nature. You think you're supposed to push somebody off. It's not second nature. If
it's your fight or flight is what I call that. You want whatever's dangerous to be away from you.
Exactly. Yeah. So if somebody's crushing you, you want them off you. So then you're trying to do the whole bench press off. You're trying to stiff arm somebody off you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's incorrect. You're maxing out every single time you do it, and you're going to injure your joints. It's just part of being new. I mean, hell, even when I came back from my layoff, I did shit incorrectly. I lost my timing. I kind of forgot what I was doing, and I did the same thing Mel did. I had hurt elbows for about 4 months. They were achy. They hurt. I had elbow sleeves on them. I was
because they're keeping her up at night.
Oh yeah, they were keeping me up at night too. I was bend gaining every night. I was doing everything I could, but it just takes time, and you have to do the right shit. So you got to do the right shit at the right times. So I would get, it's called voodoo floss. What it is, it's like a thick rubber band.
Yeah.
I'll wrap it around it. It constricts the blood flow. I'll run my arm through a range of motion a little bit. It kind of breaks up a little bit of the sticky fascia, I think it's called, and scar tissue.
Okay.
It makes everything slide a little bit easier. When you take the band off, the blood rushes
Floods
to it
in
because
there.
you just restricted it all, and it helps the healing process. So I'll do that 3 times a day minimum on an injured joint. I will do that scraping I think we talked about earlier, where I'll take like a spoon and I'll not heavily, like I'm not trying to pop blood vessels and shit,
digging a hole.
Right. So I'll go around the joint, not on the joint, and I'll kind of use that. And if your arm turns a little bit red, you're probably going maybe a little bit too hard. It's lighter than you think.
Okay.
And then I'll do the eccentric, either with bands or with a really light weight, 3-4 times a day. I'll do, so let's say my elbow's hurt. You can take your hand and you just roll your hand in a circle and do that a lot. Do it for a minute, and you're going to notice that your arm is on fire. Your whole forearm is burning because you're using those muscles. Yeah. Hence you're sending blood. There you go.
Ooh, he
I tried to
caught
stop.
himself. He caught himself.
So, so
he doesn't want to say ergo by the people.
So if you're trying to work on your elbows, rotate your wrists around a lot. It promotes blood flow to your elbows. If you got sore shoulders, do a bunch of arm circles. Get that blood flow going, because otherwise it doesn't heal quickly enough. Even if you do all the right shit, dude, it's gonna be months.
Yeah, you're gonna be hurting. Yeah, because my shoulders, I still if I go to do my left, I think that's more my clavicle that was correct.
Yeah, if you got a broken bone, that's a whole new animal.
It just doesn't let my shoulder really do the circles very well. So that's okay. Yeah. I'm fine.
But yeah, I mean, it's always injury. So you want to talk to a doctor. So what do you have? Do you have tendonitis? Do you have a tendon tear? Do you have a rupture?
Yeah, don't guess.
Yeah, exactly. So for sure, figure out what the hell it is, and then try to get a plan with your doctor. But also get other opinions, because doctors don't know everything.
And a lot of times it's that stupid ibuprofen and rest. And guess what? Ibuprofen ain't that fucking good for you.
No,
so
that'll screw up your gut lining. Ask me how I know. Because I lived on 800s for months on end, and then I had other problems. Worse problems than if I just would have let it go.
I love all the shit that's happened to you. It's so great. I have one story. You have 800.
Well, that's why I'm an interesting role.
You're interesting something.
Yeah, you roll weird. I have to.
I roll unique.
Yeah. But I guess to reiterate, if you're going to use it lightly. Take notes. Just show up and take notes. Croyler said in his last Croyler's Corner, take notes. Go there and write shit down. It helps.
I need to be taught how to do that shit because mine.
Oh my God, that's what I wanted to say on the show. So I'm getting my balls kicked in by Croyler about giving him shit about taking notes, and he sent me a little snippet of his notes, and I'm looking and I'm like,
holy shit!
I don't even know what to say, bro. I can't be. I don't get it.
No, it was insane.
It was impeccable.
Yeah.
Impeccable notes. I'm like, well, I will
They're
never...
notes I could understand, and I didn't write them. That's fucking insane, because you write notes for yourself and how your brain's going to see them.
I'm not easily impressed, but I was overly impressed.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with that.
Like, damn, and that's why I will never be that good. Because
my notes are horrible. First seminar, Chad's threatening us. You need to take notes at the seminar. So I brought it in. My notes ended up looking... what did I do?
Stick figures.
I did stick figures with bombs and tanks.
Yeah.
I just reverted back to 3rd grade.
Nice.
Seemed more productive.
Nice.
I'm such a bad student.
I think Croyler said we weren't that far off with the YouTube as long as you use it correctly.
Yes.
The opposite of how I use it.
Yes, I can't. We also you had an epiphany for me on those videos.
Which one?
I can't do them. Why I can't function them. Function them?
You need to feel it.
Yep, I got to do it.
Oh, you know what's funny? You say that
or
because
have it done to me.
Yep, I actually wanted to bring that up. So it's like trying to explain jiu-jitsu to somebody. You can't. You need to experience jiu-jitsu.
Or it just sounds like abuse.
Right. So when I'm watching a coach teach a move and then I try the move, I'm gonna fuck it up. So I need him to do it to me so that I have a fundamental understanding and a feeling of what it's supposed to feel like. And then I'm going to have a much better chance of being able to do it to you.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. You don't understand what you can't feel. So if I've never felt a move performed on me, I'm not going to be able to perform it on you very well.
And I'm the opposite a little bit because I have to do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's part of that. But I have to feel it in order to be able to do it effectively.
I just have to walk through it, don't you think? Because you've taught me too much shit. Literally, I can catch it if you let me do it like twice. I'll be pretty damn close. Not like perfect, God no, but I'll have the idea in my head. Like I know where I need to put myself. Now, if I do that, that's a totally different question. But at least it makes sense in my brain at that point.
Gotcha.
You know,
but yeah, I think that's where a lot of people have issues with watching videos because unless you feel it and practice it, that ain't doing you a bit of good. That's why I wanted to reiterate. Watch videos of moves that you've just practiced and been taught in class.
As a reinforcement rather than anything else.
Exactly. So use that as a note. Don't try to learn new shit off a YouTube video that you've never tried before. Unless you're really good. Like if you're high level, you're like, oh, fuck, I got that. I've done so much other shit and I can just do this. This makes sense. But if you're a beginner, yeah, for fuck's sake, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's not all bad. Like you can learn some concepts and some fundamentals and there's some decent videos out there. But if you don't take notes and you still want to help yourself, maybe have a list of videos of what you're currently working on.
Yeah, that's awesome. Or find the video once you've learned it, and it because you always have that thing when you learn a new move or you're watching a move. You should learn every move because then you'll see it coming. Get that. But only few are going to fit the game that you're playing, especially when you're new, first 2 years. Mm-hmm. Pick out the ones that you have that feeling. You're like, oh, I like that. Or if you're Larry, you like everything. But, Lawrence.
My God, my mind is blown.
Every time. Love it. Love that dude. But you see a move and you're like, yep, that fits my game. Guess what? Then go get a video. After you've tried that and you have a sense of it in your head, then those videos are going to make way more sense because, like you said, you felt it. And I think it's going to make even more sense when it's something that you feel that's going to work for you.
Yep. What I've tried to do, failingly so, but I'm going to say I gave it a college effort, and I still am. Is I will try to have like a kind of like I don't want to say like Croyler because it's nothing like that, but
who is like Croyler?
A repertoire of videos of the game I'm trying to do. So I will have stuff from guard top, guard bottom, half guard top, half guard bottom. Of just 3 or 4 moves that I want part of my game. Okay. So that I have my game, I have my go-to videos where I can look back and go, okay, I'm working on X, Y, or Z video. And this is what I'm trying to accomplish. I don't think that's a terrible idea.
No, I don't think it's a bad idea. I still don't think it will work for me. I just can't apply it.
Well, I mean,
I just keep watching. I'm like, oh, there's the thing I need to learn.
The rabbit hole.
And then you
just
even if it's just a rabbit hole in the one video, you're just like, oh, that's cool. Ooh, it's a sequence?
Yeah, dude. Like I'm telling you, man, that BJJ curriculum, I got stuck on that, but they're like half-hour videos.
Yes.
Dude, if I just stopped the first 5 minutes, I'd be good.
You're good.
But no, I watched half hour and then remember nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
Well, that's my funnest thing. I think so few people admit it is when you're watching a move and you're being shown a move in class. Can't tell me that at least more than half of us have no fucking clue how to do that move. As soon as you go 1, 2, 3, clap, gone.
Yeah.
We've said it before. It's true. If you don't want to admit it to yourself, you're just lying to yourself.
It's the Men in Black flashy thing. As soon as you clap, your mind
goes
is erased.
The fuck away. Me and Paul multiple times have got all the way back to partnering up, and we're like, "Do you know how to do it?" I remember the end.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Yeah. Between you and I, we make one okay. Person. Yeah.
We really do. Yeah. Speaking of being the same-ish, should I bring up what I have coming up in April? Or no? Should I just keep it to myself?
So if you bring it up, then you're beholden to it. So yeah, dude, bring it up. 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm going to eat a donut.
1, 2, 3.
All right, and moving on. So I was informed that I am testing for my blue belt in April. It might be May, but I think it's probably going to be April.
Yeah. You should make it May 1st. That's Caden's birthday.
I don't want to give her the freaking gift of my failure. That's just mean. Hey, Caden, I could have gave this to you, but I failed.
Yeah, true. She'd love that.
Actually, she might like that.
April's pretty close, man. Maybe is it April or May? Was it a choice?
No, I don't know. It's
was it like April, May? It's not set in stone right now. But
yeah, he said April is
spring.
what he said.
Early
Springish.
spring.
And,
sweet.
So I'm gonna start working on weekends and probably take you aside occasionally at class to work through the curriculum.
Nice.
So guys, keep me in your thoughts because Chad will try to kill me repeatedly, and he's gonna be so excited for the what I call dead rolls, half an hour of dead rolls, and I just cannot wait to see the look on Chad's face when he gets to do that to me.
The look of glee.
Yeah, he's gonna be so fucking excited.
To be fair, so am I.
Oh shit! Oh, Rob's gonna kill me.
Oh, everybody's gonna kill me.
Oh, everyone's gonna try killing me.
Yeah.
Why am I an asshole? I should be nice.
You should. Yeah. And your Kip just turned over a new leaf.
I didn't, though.
No.
I'm so stupid.
Unchangeable.
The only person that'll be nice to me, Jordy. Jordy will be nice to me.
Yeah, he can.
He will. He can. He's just a nice person.
I think...
my wife will be injured, so that'll help.
Right, she won't.
She can't attack me.
Yeah. She'd kick you when you're down.
Yeah, she would. Yeah. That's my girl. Love that chick.
I'm down for that.
She will take my ass out.
Yeah, I like the testing thing. Like I said, it was a whole new world when I first started with Croyler because
it's a different way of doing
like
it.
Growing up, the first 8 years I spent in it, it was everything is a surprise. Well, every belt, was a surprise.
Yeah.
So our stripes are still surprises.
Yes.
But our belts are definitely not. So, but I like.
But you have to get your stripes before you can go to your belt.
Yeah.
So it's not like
so you can't even test. You're only 3-stripe, bitch.
Oh
you
shit!
Went testing for nothing.
Oh shit! Wait. Hey Chad.
What do you got to work on? Where are you sucking, bro?
Evidently, on a 4th stripe is what I'm sucking at.
Hey, maybe if you could just tap out one person, you get that 4th stripe. But no, you're not good enough.
It's hard.
Do you know how hard it is to catch a submission?
You know how hard it is for me to catch a submission? So I need my 4th stripe. I guess I got to start working a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe try a little harder.
Should
step it up your game. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I may make a lot of fucking jokes. Yeah, that's all I got.
It was because you are a joke. Oh shit! Shots fired.
Fucking Croyler. Shots fired. Oh, you don't know me. That's just funny.
That was fun.
But I'm looking forward to it. I want to hear if anybody has a blue belt or a promotion. I'd love to hear about it. Email,
yeah, totally.
Or if you are cool, use Messenger. Not Messenger.
What?
Facebook Messenger and Instagram.
Stuff
Twitter.
I will never see.
Yeah, it's fucking perfect. I have to inform Paul when I have conversations. We talked about this. But, I would love to hear about it because what did Jordy tell me? It made me almost more nervous. He's like, this is the hardest and best thing I've ever done. I'm like, you're a fucking commercial. Stop it.
Well, so I was actually going to get at that earlier. So this isn't, it's not hazing, right? So it's like a rite of passage. So hazing would be something like atomic belt dropping somebody, like you pick them up and you slam them down, or the gauntlet.
The gauntlet. Have you seen the other gauntlets that are out there that they grab your feet and you have to army crawl with a person with your freaking black coach holding your feet?
Really?
Like a wheel fucking barrow, and they pull you back occasionally.
I have not seen that.
Yes, it's fucking disgusting. I've seen it twice now. And
I would love to go through
that. The cool thing about the gauntlet is, though, I will say, is there's always the one or two older guys that just can't bring themselves to do it, and they just kind of limp dick it.
Limp dick it? That's one way to put it.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, go.
I think there needs to be more rites of passages. Like, you have to go through something hard to get to that next level.
It doesn't have to be painful. Just
no, it's not painful.
It's difficult.
Hard.
Difficult.
It's hard, right.
I like difficult. I like it better.
I like saying hard. Anyway.
It's something you're not.
Right, but it's, to Jordy's point, it's memorable. It's something that you're never going to forget, and it means more to you when it's that hard.
Because you went through that.
Because you had to go through it. And then you go through it with your brothers and sisters. You don't go through it by yourself. You go through it with the people that you love, the people that have become family.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what makes it mean so much. And that, you know, if it was easy, everybody do this shit, right? It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to make you grow as a person. And that's one of the things that help you grow as a person. One of the parts of
so that's
jiu-jitsu.
where I've been failing for years.
Yeah, so once you get a blue belt, maybe you'll become a decent human being. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't see that shit happening. Some major shit's got to change. It's kind of funny. People meet me initially, like especially at work, and they'll think I'm nice.
Ooh,
I'm like, ooh, yeah, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I let them figure it out. It's a nice surprise for them.
Do you explain your humor to them anymore, or just like let it go?
Fuck it. I just let it go.
Yeah. Like if you get me, you get me. If you don't,
yeah.
Sorry about your luck.
And most of you won't get me, so it's fine. I'm good with it.
Yeah, fine. As long as you finally accepted it.
Yeah, I'm good with it. Everyone hates me. I'm going to go eat worms. All right, I think we're pretty good for the show.
I actually had more to talk about. We'll do it on the next show, though.
Okay, it sounds good.
Yep.
I do have one thing before sponsors. Actually, no, let's do sponsors first.
All right.
We got Tap Tape.
Still.
He
tried to ruin the fucking show.
He texted me, too.
Son of a bitch.
He texted me something and then Shazam. What the fuck is that?
He's excited about something. I don't know what, because I had to immediately delete it.
Asshole.
Yeah, stop texting.
I'm pretty sure he knows we do it on this night.
Nice.
Pretty sure he's a
the gay guys. Ruin your show. Is Paul's phone on? Yep. Heard it that time.
Yep. There it is. Mine was on vibrate.
Yeah, mine was not. I probably should have thought about that. Hey, at least he had it on vibrate, or at least I put it on vibrate. Jesus Christ.
It's been a long show.
I'll get through this sentence before my brother called 3 times in a row.
Yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, that would have been great. But Tap Tape, use the tape, get the tap. It's some of the best I've ever used. I can't say that enough. Try it out. More and more gyms are ordering hundreds of rolls. Literally.
Hey, Coiler likes it. We sent him a bunch. He says it's good shit, so he wouldn't lie.
He said his father-in-law can pull 747s.
Perfect. I knew he could.
Croyler lies a lot, though.
No.
I'm just waiting.
That.
Oh, of course not. Yeah. I'm just waiting for the time I say just the wrong thing. And he's just like, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's a wrist lock seminar. I changed my mind. It wasn't going to be arm bars. Wrist locks.
At my house. What the fuck?
Right?
Why are you here?
At midnight. This is creepy. Well, you asked for it, asshole.
Why did you stand outside my door looking in the window? Anyways.
No.
But it's great stuff. Check it out on Amazon. You can find it through our website, grapplingdads.com. Stuff we like.
And support good people. Like, it's cool to support good people and good businesses that are in America.
In America. And he is doing it. He's doing it the right way. He's putting the money where he needs to get the best product out rather than just trying to put out whatever's there, which most people do nowadays.
Yep.
Oh, look, I can import it from here?
Yeah, exactly.
Timbuktu? Sweet.
But yeah, so when you buy it, and you will, and when you love it, as you shall,
review it.
Leave them a good old 5-star. Give them some love.
And it'll deserve a 5-star, by the way.
Absolutely.
Somebody tried saying that it slipped off their hand. I call bullshit.
So, if you put it on very, very lightly, it'll like on my pinky, I'll have it fall off my pinky if I don't put it on tight enough. But this is cool because it's stretchy.
Yes.
So put it on a little tighter. It won't cut off the blood flow.
The point of the tape.
The tape I used to use, it didn't have any stretch.
No,
so
it was just stiff.
if I put it on tight enough where it wouldn't fall off.
You're putting a tourniquet on your finger.
Yeah, my fingertips are blue. This doesn't do that. I can put it on as tight as I need to, or it doesn't slip off. Dude, it works great. It works excellent. I've used a lot of different tape.
Everybody at our gym, they keep asking for more of it, and then I go, you have to order it.
Exactly.
I give out samples.
Right.
You freaking leeches.
We're drug dealers. The first one's free. You buy the rest.
You have to buy the rest, people. And you will. It's just like heroin. It's that good.
Yeah, it's heroin tape.
For sure.
Heroin tape. Heroin tape.
Yeah, everybody buys that. Tweaker tape. Buy it.
You're right. Good shit.
All right, who is the other sponsor? It's your turn.
It's got Black Lion Jiu-Jitsu. Damn. Address. 701? 1701?
Sure.
701.
70.
Grand Rapids. Look it up.
60th
Black Line.
Street. I'm not going to help you anymore. You see that? Not going to happen.
How dare you, sir?
But it's a great school. Come check it out.
Yeah.
We're getting mats. We're going to look
soon.
super legit.
Soon.
Our mats are nice now, but they're going to be super legit here pretty soon. So
I can't wait for that. That's
no,
going
it's
to
going
be
to be
awesome.
awesome.
We'll take pictures. We'll post them.
Hell yes, we will.
So, yeah, next couple of weeks here.
I think so.
Pretty soon,
yeah.
Beginning of February.
Yes, I do believe. So it's before the seminar.
But if
we should bring up the seminar.
Hold on. If you have kids, this is the place to be.
Like my gosh, it's the best kids classes there.
Yep.
Adult classes, just kidding. Chat's gonna
only
punch
if you roll with me.
Yeah.
And then it's like, this is boring.
Or if you roll with me, you're like, why is this guy representing this gym? Did someone give him a patch? Why the fuck did they give him a patch?
We'll direct you in the right direction if you want to have fun.
We'll point to the normal people.
We have good people too.
We do. We're not there.
No.
Everyone else is good.
Exactly.
Except for my wife. She's mean to me. Anyways. But yeah, check it out. Anything else?
Oh, we're talking about the kids class.
Kids class. Yes. Go.
My daughters. I think I mentioned on the last show that I was working on them with stuff, and they're starting to pick it up.
Yes.
Dude, it's becoming like fun fights to watch. Like this jiu-jitsu. It's like little kids doing jiu-jitsu stuff. Like,
yes.
Like, it's so much fun to watch when they're growing and developing in jiu-jitsu, and they're starting to land stuff.
And they do it so quick, though.
Oh man! So I was explaining last time that Caden was having a struggle. She was getting her guard passed. They were just grabbing her hands, and she couldn't escape.
And she just kind of stopped.
And she didn't know what to do. And when the other kids know what she's trying to do, it's really easy to stop. So I was explaining you have positions, and you have submissions, but then you have the transitions. And I said, you're not doing anything with your transitions. You can't just give them position to position that they want.
Mm-hmm.
The fight is in the transition. So if you have to fight for them. And if you're losing the fight and you know it, then you got to go into your defensive postures. And you're not doing either of those. You're not fighting for the positions, and you're not getting yourself into a defensive posture where they can't just put all their weight on you.
Yeah.
So we worked on that. And she's starting to really pick it up. Like she rolled with
She's a freaking savage,
she rolled
dude.
with
love it.
Sawyer.
Mike
Brian's
little one.
boy.
What is he's like 6?
Yeah,
6 or 7?
Yeah, so my daughter's in 2nd grade. He's in 1st grade.
Yeah, so he's like 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's about the same size as my daughter. Stronger, athletic, all boy.
He's Sawyer.
Yeah, all boy.
He's
Yeah,
Sawyer.
he's so,
pretty sure he punched me last.
Yeah, so he's got a sister that's also into it, and he's got other brothers, and his dad's into it.
Savannah,
so he's fighting all the time.
Yeah.
My daughter, she's off in the corner reading another book all the time, so she's not as practiced as Sawyer. So
as practiced
as Sawyer. But when they were rolling, dude, it was fun. Like, I was so proud of both of them because he can push her over. He can just bowl her over, and there's not a whole lot she can do about that fight. So she's going to lose that all the time.
He's a tough little kid.
He knows how to get to mount, so he's coming up on mount. He's doing a great job. But now she's not letting him get the full mount position. She's starting to defend herself, and she's able to get out of that mount. She's able to get into half guard, which she doesn't know a whole lot about.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. She can keep getting to half guard. Now, he keeps on getting out of half guard on the mount, but she's able to keep on getting him out of mount into half guard, which I'm like, this is a great start.
Yeah.
So she was a little bit disappointed. I'm like, no. You have no idea how proud I am of what you've accomplished.
What you just did.
So I said, we have something that we can now work with from here. We've already
how to hold that position, how to advance from that
Yep.
position. Awesome.
Yep. So I was kind of saying that you're doing good here and you're failing here. And her mom was like, no, you're not failing. I'm like, no, failure is cool, because if you're not failing at shit, guess what that means? You're not trying at anything.
Hell
so you want to be a good failure.
Be like Paul and Kip. Try everything. Fail at everything.
So I'm like, we're going to work from failure to failure, and we're going to fix it. And the more fail points you fix, the better you're going to get at this. So now we got something to explore and look at and fix. And this is going to be awesome because you already tackled a big piece of that puzzle. And dude, I'm telling you what, I want Sawyer and her to pair up, because they just make really good rolling partners. Because he's got a sister and he knows how to roll with a girl.
Yeah, Sawyer's good, man.
Dude, he's awesome with Caden.
Yes.
I mean, they're getting after it. They're both.
I'll have to watch that next time.
Dude, it's fun.
Shit, what am I talking about? I never get there.
If you do, I'll try to videotape it next time. I just
do it because I'm late. I can't. Get some pictures of my kids, please.
True. Yeah, I got it.
You're like posting really cool pictures of your kids, and I look like this dipshit of a parent because
hey,
I'm just not there.
Your wife is there. Tell her to get the camera out. I gotta have my wife get wives pictures.
Do shit.
Take more pictures. I'll meme them.
Help us.
You take the pictures. I'll meme them. We'll put them up on Instagram.
Yeah, my wife's phone takes shitty pictures.
Why'd you get that crappy phone?
Because she likes Android.
iPhone is available. Why wouldn't you get an iPhone? Jeez.
But we got help me out. Somebody get me pictures. Coley, get on that.
Do it. Somebody. Pictures.
Right. I got one last thing I got to say.
Go ahead.
Paulie has his birthday today.
We've already established this.
Fuck you. Middle finger up.
Yes.
I'm going to give Paulie one nice thing for that. I don't say a lot of nice things. But Paulie's a great guy.
Where's that off button?
Yeah, it's not going to have him fucked hard. You're an asshole. Doesn't change that. But he's my brother in arms here. Always got my back on everything. We have a lot of fun together.
Sometimes I literally have his back.
Yeah,
I'm just going to ruin your story. Sorry.
That's fine.
No.
I'm not even good at this. I'm being nice. It's hard for me. I think I'm sweating.
This is so awkward. I hate it.
I fucking love it. This is part of the reason I'm doing it is Paul fucking hates this shit. But the show's doing very well. And big part of it too. And you're the star.
The star. It's because I've opened it for 31 times in a row before Kip said, you suck. You're saying the same shit. We'll fix it.
Okay, others said that, not me. I just ran with it. But here's to keep going and keep learning from you. You've taught me a lot on jiu-jitsu. You kind of changed my life, and I fucking hate that.
Aw.
Yeah. So happy birthday, Dick.
Thanks.
And don't die.
Good talk. Good talk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Don't ever say that shit again.
Love you.
And on that bombshell.
That was fun. Dude, we need cameras.
Yeah.
Because how uncomfortably he is right now.
My ears are red. I don't like this.
Freaking awesome. I just want to keep the show going now.
Shit. I'm going to change the subject. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Instagram's getting...
Oh, you know what we haven't said in a while? Leave us a review. iTunes and such. Whatnot.
Yeah. We're getting more. It's just they're just leaving 5 stars, which is awesome.
I'll take them.
Fuck yeah, but leave us a comment. I like comments. Gets me all excited.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely check it out on...
On the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, we do stuff.
Instagram's probably our funnest one, I think.
Yeah, I like Instagram.
I don't know. My wife's doing kick ass on the other one because she asked for input from you and me now.
Sweet.
So we're actually involved.
Nice.
We don't actually apply the information, but we do give it.
And take a tip from Mr. Norway. Send in a little bit of pseudo hate mail. A couple questions. It was fun to answer.
Hell yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah. And we're doing that across country. Cross country. I meant across the pond is what I was going with, and it completely went away.
Yeah. Well done, sir.
I love Norway.
Well done.
Do you happen to be rich and can fly us over there?
Yeah. How wealthy are you?
It's not going to be much more. He's got 2 kids coming.
When you say, have you been to Norway, did you mean come to Norway on my dime? That's what I
That's
heard.
the way I took it.
That's the way I took it, yeah.
All right,
Next
everybody.
podcast coming to Norway. Take it easy.
All right, guys.
See ya.
Bye.